It's Monday morning, 7:45 a.m. You're standing in your kitchen, pouring cereal for your 7-year-old. His backpack is already on. He does that every morning. Eager, ready, always ahead of the clock. Your phone is on the counter. A notification pops up from your immigration lawyer. Subject line, your May 2026 USCIS update. Please read immediately. You open it, you scan the first paragraph, and you read one sentence that makes you put the milk carton down. USCIS citizenship processing, 5.5 months. Work permit processing, 1.9 months. The backlog is breaking. Numbers you haven't seen in years, numbers you didn't think were possible anymore, numbers that could change your life this year. Your kid looks up. Dad, what's wrong? Nothing's wrong. For the first time in a long time, something is right. Then you keep reading, and the next paragraph stops your heart. That is exactly what May 2026 is. The best news and the worst news arriving in the same email on the same morning. And if you don't know which side you're on right now, this video will tell you. Stay with me. Every single word matters. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to USA Immigration Path. If you are living in the United States right now, on a green card, a work permit, a pending case, or any immigration status, May 2026 is the most important month you've had in years. And I don't say that lightly, because in this 1 month we have the fastest USCIS processing times in a full decade. A family category that just jumped forward 6 months overnight. Work permits being issued in under 60 days, and at the same time, a trap that already locked thousands of people out on May 1st. A retrogression warning that could hit Indian EB-5 investors by June. A green card renewal slowdown that nobody is talking about. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do, exactly when to do it, and exactly what to avoid. Let's get into it. Let's start with the good news. Real. Verified. Documented, because there is a lot of it, and you deserve to hear it first. N400, Naturalization, 5.5 months. Let me put that number in context for you. The last time naturalization processing was this fast was 2016. That is a full decade ago. Right now, if you are an eligible green card holder, if you meet the residency requirement, the good moral character requirement, and you file your N400 today, you could be holding a United States passport before Thanksgiving. You could be a citizen before Christmas, this calendar year, 2026. And I want you to understand what citizenship means in this specific moment in America. Citizenship means you cannot be deported. Citizenship means you cannot be caught in a 287G immigration sweep. Citizenship means, at an airport, nobody can pressure you into signing away your green card. Citizenship means Operation Paris cannot target you. In 2026, citizenship is not just a milestone, it is a shield, a legal armor. And that shield is available faster than it has been in 10 years. If you are eligible, there is no reason to wait. I-765, work permit, 1.9 months, under 60 days. I need you to really sit with that number for a second, because for years, people waited 8 months, 10 months, over a year for a work permit. They lost jobs, they burned through savings, they watched opportunities disappear, while a plastic card sat in a processing center being ignored. 1.9 months changes that reality completely. File today, you could be legally authorized to work before the 4th of July. I-130, family petition, 14.5 months. Yes, still a long wait. But here's what's different. The NVC is now reviewing documents in 14 days. The family immigration pipeline is moving faster than it has in years. And for the F2A category, spouses and minor children of green card holders, the final action date just jumped forward by 6 months. It now sits at August 1st, 2024. 6 months of movement in a single bulletin. For a category that's sometimes moved by weeks, this is seismic. What does that mean for real people? It means if you are a green card holder, you filed an I-130 for your spouse or your child, and their priority date is before August 1st, 2024, they may be eligible for final visa processing right now. The door is open. The interview can be scheduled. The visa can be issued. Families who thought they were years away from being together are suddenly months away. Real families, real children, who might get to hug their parents by the end of this year. That is the good news, and it is real. But now I need to tell you about the trap. Because inside all of this good news, there is a hidden cliff, and thousands of people already walked off it without even knowing it was there. May 1st, 2026. I need you to understand exactly what happened on that date. Every month, the Department of State publishes something called the Visa Bulletin. Inside that bulletin, there are two charts. Chart A, Final Action Dates, the strict chart, the one that tells you when USCIS can actually approve your green card. Chart B, Dates for Filing, the generous chart, the one that lets more people file their I-485 application, even if approval is still months away. Every month, USCIS separately announces which chart applies to you. In April 2026, USCIS told employment-based applicants, use Chart B, the generous chart. Thousands of people whose priority dates were current under that chart filed their I-485, locked in their cases, started receiving work permits and travel documents. On May 1st, 2026, USCIS switched to final action dates only. The generous chart, gone. Just like that. If your EB2 or EB3 priority date was current in April under Chart B, but is not current in May under Chart A, you can no longer file. You were eligible on April 30th. You were not eligible on May 1st. The door was open for 30 days. It is now closed. Let me tell you about Arav. Because this isn't just about charts and dates. This is about a real person whose life changed because of 5 days. Arav is an EB2 India applicant. Priority date, January 2015. In April 2026, the dates for filing chart for EB2 India showed January 15th, 2015. Arav was current, he was eligible, he could file. But Arav needed one more document, a birth certificate being apostilled in India. His family was handling it, it was taking time. His lawyer said, let's wait a few more days, we want the package perfect. A few days became a week became 2, and before Arav knew it, April was over. On May 5th, the birth certificate arrived, complete, apostilled, perfect. Arav mailed his I-485 that same day. It came back, because on May 1st, USCIS switched charts. The final action date for EB2 India was July 15th, 2014. Arav's January 2015 date, not current. Package returned, rejected. And now Arav waits for the final action date to move past January 2015. That could take months. It could take years. Nobody knows. He had a 30-day window. He missed it by 5 days. Because of a birth certificate. Because nobody told him the chart would switch on May 1st. That is the May 1st eligibility cliff. And it already caught thousands of people. If you are an Indian national in the EB5 investor category, the next 90 seconds could save you years of your life. The Department of State has issued a rare Section E warning for India EB5 unreserved. What does that mean? It means demand from Indian EB5 applicants has spiked so dramatically that retrogression is likely by June or July 2026. Retrogression means dates move backwards, not forward, backwards. Right now, Indian EB5 dates are current or near current. By next month, Those dates could jump back by months, even years. And if you haven't filed before retrogression hits, you're stuck on the wrong side of that line. There is also a statutory deadline, September 30th, 2026. Under the EB5 Reform and Integrity Act, if you haven't filed or been grandfathered before that date, the rules governing your investment may change significantly. June retrogression, September statutory deadline. That is a rapidly closing window. If you are an Indian EB5 investor, June 1st is your last safe filing date. After that, you are gambling, and the house doesn't lose. This one surprises people, because everything else is fast. N400, 5.5 months. Work permit, under 60 days. Green card renewal, over 8 months. Form I-90, green card renewal, is actually getting slower. And this affects millions of people living in the US right now. Yes, when you file I-90, you get a receipt notice, the I-797C, that extends your green card's validity. But try showing that receipt notice to your employer. Try using it at a state DMV. Try boarding an international flight and coming back in. Some situations just don't work smoothly with a receipt notice. 8 months of navigating life in that grey zone is stressful, inconvenient, and complicated. If your green card expires within the next 12 months, file your I-90 right now. Don't wait for the last month. Don't wait until it's expired. File early. Give yourself maximum buffer. Alright, you now know what's happening. Here is exactly what you do about it. Step 1. Check which chart USCIS is using. Right now, today. Do not assume, do not guess, do not rely on last month. Go to uscis.gov, search Adjustment of Status Filing Charts. USCIS updates this page by the 15th of each month. For May 2026, employment-based is on final action dates. Family-based is still on dates for filing. This changes every month. Check it before you file. Every single month. Step 2. Miss the April EB window? Don't panic. But don't sit still either. Your priority date didn't disappear. Your I-140 approval is still valid. You are still in the system. The visa bulletin moves every month. Final action dates can move forward. No guarantee, but it happens. What you do right now. Get every document ready. Birth certificates, police clearances, medical exams, tax returns, employment letters, everything ready now. Because when your date becomes current again, you file in days, not weeks, days. April's window closed because people weren't ready. Don't let that happen twice. Step 3. Family-based and your F2A date is current? Move immediately. F2A final action date, August 1st, 2024. If your priority date is before that, log into CEAC today. Pay any outstanding fees. Upload any outstanding documents. Get your file complete and ready for interview scheduling. The families who reunite this year are the ones who act this week. Step 4. Eligible for N400 and haven't filed yet? Ask yourself, what are you waiting for? 5.5 months, US citizenship, this year. In 2026, that citizenship is a shield that nobody can take from you. File now. Step 5. Indian EB5 investor. June 1st, that is your date. Before June 1st, consult your attorney and file. After June 1st, you are taking a risk that could cost you years. I want to say one more thing before you go. Immigration is exhausting. You wait for years, you file forms, you collect documents, you hope, you get disappointed, you hope again, and then, on a random Monday morning, while your kid eats cereal and the milk sits warm on the counter, an email arrives. And in that email is the best news and the worst news at the same time. That is immigration in America. That is May 2026. But here is what I know. The people who benefit from this moment are not the luckiest ones. They are the ones who knew what was happening and acted in time. You now know. The only question is, will you act? Talk to your attorney, check your dates, get your documents ready, and if this video helped you, share it right now. Someone in your community needs this information today. Drop "ready" in the comments if you are taking action this month. I read every single one. Subscribe so you don't miss next month's update, because the Visa Bulletin changes again in June and you need to be prepared. This is US Immigration Insider. I'll see you in the next one.